So guys, it's been a while. We are the Nameless Podcast. We still don't have a name for some reason. I'm your host, SpiChro, with Malachi once again. It's been a few months, man.
It really has. Welcome to fucking life where you don't have time to do shit.
Alright, we have a few topics we have to cover today. No Yusho, no Tenshi, no cheat skill, just Arifureta, Spirit Chronicles, and Day Live.
Yep, Day Live is our main focus today, but we have some reactions to get out of the way since we missed a lot in the last about, I think, 4 months since we recorded last.
We got...
I'm not sure how long, I'm not sure how many videos have been updated. I haven't looked at the YouTube in like 6 months, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how many videos have been dropping since our last recording.
I mean, we only got like out of the 6 series we usually cover, we only got like trailers for like 2 of them. And we got like a season throughout spring, which is Day Live, that aired. So yeah, what do you want to start first? Our last
video was released 4 months ago. Exactly, that's crazy.
And I haven't edited that shit yet. I'm too lazy.
Yeah, and I think we haven't edited something, so we still have some releases as well.
Yeah.
Too lazy.
Yeah.
Procrastination's a bitch.
True. So, what do you want to start?
Anyway,
Arifureta or Spirit Chronicles? Pick your poison.
Let's do Spirit Chronicles first to get this poison out of the way.
Alright,
hold on. I gotta pull it up.
Nah.
Oh, you're just gonna go live. Got it.
Yep. I'm gonna fucking cut this, but in case lower your fucking volume in case I fucked up something. You ready?
Yep, lowering volume.
This is volume 4.
綾瀬美晴は天川春人の幼なじみだった。これは俺の推測ですが、さつきさんと高久さんは勇者としてこの世界に召喚されたのかもしれません。
大丈夫です。春人さんと一緒なら。
Yeah, we're getting volume 4 content, aren't we? Like, this is guaranteed at this
point. This is it looks like to be mainly volume 4 just based off the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna be getting the meeting between...
We're getting volume 6.
We're getting the meeting...
Yeah,
we're getting volume 6 because we're getting the meeting between Celia and the girls a lot sooner than than what would happen if they had done volume 6 before... Volume 4 before fucking volume 5! But we're not here to...
Yeah, we already fucking...
We already discussed this, I believe. They did volumes 1, 2, 3, and 5. How fucking dare they? I don't know. We'll see how... it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays off.
Yeah.
So this is volume...
That's volume 6 right there.
探しに行きたいです。謹んで拝命いたします。勇者様なのではないでしょうか。
俺は坂田博明。
That's definitely volume 6. Is this a volume 4 and volume 6 season? There, I'm not sure I saw any 7 there.
もし俺に天川春人の記憶があると打ち明けたらどう思うだろう。
This is about,
いつか話さないといけないのかもしれないけど、今はまだ。
Volume 4 and volume 6, and we're probably gonna get volume 7 as well since it's one.
Maybe volume 7 is likely. It's more than likely to be volume 7 as well.
Yeah.
But if they how do they make up for last year or the last season? How do they make it up? Well, they stick to volume 4 and volume 6, and they do a fucking phenomenal job. That's how they make it up.
But I don't.
They don't do whatever the bullshit they had in season 1 was.
I mean, like I think we argued like if they were thinking of just one season and one season only, they would have done like 1 to 5 to give it a satisfactory
Yeah, it would have been 1 through 5, ending without the little cliffhanger at the end of the lights happening.
Yeah.
Like that would be the ideal.
Yeah, but
like if they were doing a one-off anime only original ending, stuff like that happening.
And we're at they gotta fix their mistakes somehow by adapting 4.
Yep, they have to, because Celia doesn't meet Miharu and the gang until Volume 6.
Yeah.
So, unless we are going to take inspiration from Volume 6 with the meetings between Celia and the group and just moving them to Volume 4, the way the events are going, I would not have any qualms with that.
Yeah.
I would have qualms with how they portray just like as a linear element.
Yeah.
So,
either
because the original meeting between Celia and the girls happened in the Spirit Village, right?
I think best case scenario, they'll go to the Spirit Village just like in Volume 6. Then we'll do like a flashback arc for Volume 4. I think that would be like, I guess, a way of fixing it. I don't know how they're gonna do it though.
Maybe
that's the problem.
Just flashback, fucking SpongeBob ass thing.
We already talked about so much about Spirit Chronicles that we literally have nothing new to add.
Yeah, there's not much new to add. That's all we can go off of right now is the trailer and speculate what is going to happen.
So we already predicted it 4, 6, 7.
4, 6, 7, but praying for 4 and 6.
But like,
my hopes are not up. I am just praying.
I doubt that they will not do 8, 9, and 10, since that would be like a single. You would consider it like a single arc for that. But like 6 and 7, they're also like a single arc. So 4, 6, and 7 is like they're gonna be like the target, the most likely target for season 2. And one final thing, this visual that you're seeing right now would have been perfect if we replaced Latifa with Liselot. Because
let me see
what you're seeing on screen.
Yeah, no. If we saw Liselot in that,
instead of Latifa,
that would be like confirmation all I need for Volume 7, pretty much.
Yeah, but we already saw like Latifa, Liselot here.
Right? Yeah, we saw Liselot there. I don't remember if that's Volume 6 or 7.
Volumes
timeline wise,
because like that's where we meet.
Pretty sure this happened in Volume 6 because that's
that's where Flora summoned Hiroaki with the stone, I think.
Hiroaki, yeah. This pretentious bitch.
Yeah, the Hiroaki. I sometimes confuse Takei and Hiroaki. Because they're both pretentious bricks.
He's a pretentious bitch.
Yeah.
I think it's more so that he's arrogant than anything. He's not like confident or anything. It's just he's arrogant.
Yeah.
I don't really have problems with his character. If anything, I like his character a lot. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
His character is funny as shit.
And they like how they're going to the.
It's just he's arrogant.
Yeah, and I like how they tone it down by making him basically a mangaka in this other world. Like, you remember that? Like, they're doing novel work now, or like manga or something.
Yeah, I think so. He's like he's like a fucking light novel. He's like an author now with 2 of the other reincarnates.
Yeah. So nothing more.
Or not reincarnates. Summoned.
Yeah. So basically, nothing more to add. Do you think?
Not worth to add about him. I think it's speculation to see how far they would go with this season. We are guaranteed Volume 4 and Volume 6.
Yep.
That is all we know.
All right.
I would say we're probably guaranteed Volume 7.
Yep.
But right now, we don't have enough information. You have to wait either for a second PV.
Maybe the next trailer will show Lucius. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that would be the
literally we would have to see is
Lucius.
not even Lucius, just the attack
Oh yeah.
on Garlac.
And that would be enough confirmation for Volume 7.
Yep. And then that would also be enough confirmation for a season 3.
Yeah.
I don't know why you closed live. We gotta do Arifureta.
I mean, yeah.
Now.
We're moving on. we're no, it's Spirit Chronicles for today. We are moving on to fucking Arifureta. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, we're moving on to Arifureta.
Can you see the screen right now? Or?
Get it loading. I see it.
Right?
This is the Arifureta PB.
For Season 3, Volume 7 and 8. Here we go.
Yep, Volume 7 and 8.
フェアベルゲンを追われた私たちは樹海を出たところで
This is the
帝国兵
memories.
に見つかってしまい
I
まし
believe
た
this was Volume 7.
Honey.
多くの家族が
What's the race again? Honey, something. What's.
Halia?
Yeah, something like that.
The Halia? Yeah.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
think they pronounce it Haria because they don't pronounce L's.
Yeah.
殺され連れ去
The
られまし
Halia
た
tribe, yeah.
They're prosecuted until
魔物にも
Hajime
襲われ
fucking
て
changed them. Remember that?
Yep.
か弱い。まさかあいつらはハウリオだぞ。
Oh, this one we see the.
ボス、再びお会いできる日を
This is
心待ちにしておりま
Volume
した
7.
それに関してはリリアーナ姫一役買ってもらうことになる
Volume
ぞ
7.
Volume
初
7.
めに大切が増えて嬉しい次は絶対私の番です
Volume 7.
Yep. And I. Remember. What's that?
Bro, please don't massacre my boys. Please don't massacre my boy.
Let me just say. Was Yue always that small?
Yes.
Because what?
I think the reason we don't notice is because of the illustrations that they do is always pointed towards the ground mostly. It's like coming from the ground up
Yeah.
almost.
Because like.
It's like at an angle from the ground. And it makes Yue look a little bit taller.
Because Hajime looks like a head or more taller than Yue.
からね
Just that, yeah.
そうだよ
Yep.
公平にじゃんけんで決めようよ
Pause.
それがいいわね
Those dresses.
城を制圧し助けなど来ないと一夜で帝国は終わったのだと知らしめてやるアウリア族を敵に回せば首狩りの蹂躙劇が始まるのだと帝国の歴史にその証を立ててやる
Oh, this is gonna be a fucking master.
さあパーティーの始まりだ
Volume.
Hold on. Go back.
Alright.
You gotta go back. You know what we saw. You fucking know what we saw.
This or.
Stop, pause. Right there. That's volume 8.
Yeah.
That's the end of volume 8, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't really tell. I can't tell because it's in I think it's in their ship. Is that not Fenrir? Is that their ship name?
Well, it's gonna be 1 minute.
It's in the ship.
Yeah.
This is either volume I think this just has to be volume 8 because this is post Kingdom. This is when Hajime starts showing a lot more affection for Shea.
Yeah.
Because it's literally in response to the king saying some random bullshit. He goes, "Nah, I got everything I need right here," and then he drags Yue and Shea right next to him.
Mm-hmm. Such a Chad Hajime move, man.
Chad.
Yeah.
It's pretty much all but confirmed that this is volume 7 and 8.
Mhm.
We know volume 7 is happening because it's literally the next volume in the series, unless they're going for a completely anime original season, which we know that shit ain't happening.
Yeah, season.
Volume 8 is pretty much all but confirmed,
Mhm.
but it's confirmed in my mind that we're getting a volume 8.
Yep.
I would be shocked if they didn't go through with volume 8 and did a full 12 episode season with volume 7.
Yep.
I wouldn't hate it, but I'd be shocked about it.
Nah, I don't. But like, how they're gonna split it to like either 5 or 8 episodes or 5 or 7 because
I'm hoping I'm hoping the ratio is 4 to 8 because volume 8 is the largest volume in Arifureta.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's almost 400 pages, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah, almost 400 pages for volume 8.
Mm-hmm. And that should peak. That should peak.
That should peak. I don't even like some stuff is going to be cut regardless of what happens. That like it's inevitable that some stuff is going to be cut. However, you have 400 pages versus I think it's like under 300 for volume 7 if I'm not mistaken.
So most likely 5/7. Like ideally.
I'm thinking a 5/7. Ideally we get a 4/8 ratio.
I would say 5/7 is the idea.
But this actually ideally 5/7 because we do want some volume 7 content is pretty good. I do think that volume 7 has the most potential to be cut content though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that happens with volume 7.
Mm-hmm. But man, we
so unless they like
but in that case, we are back with more Arifureta. Compared to the first season.
Yeah, we are back.
Compared to the first season, this shit isn't that ass anymore.
We haven't. By the way, we have not committed to reading the other story.
We have not committed. I like how Nate is more committed to us. That man just read the after stories like
almost entire after story for Arifureta. Yeah.
Like a few weeks ago.
Listen, we got it. We have to. We literally. I think we got to have Nate back and talk about Arifureta after story.
Yeah, because like
and not the entire thing, but like up to a certain point.
Yeah, but he already read like Abyss Gate, the second Abyss Gate arc, which I haven't even reached.
I don't think I've read that one yet. No.
Yeah, both of us haven't read that.
So all right, that's our goal: is the second Abyss Gate.
Can't wait to meet. Can't wait to meet.
Let's see, cause
fucking hell, I already forgot his name. And it starts with.
So the Abyss Gate arc is. Literally this stuff after story 1 basically. After story 2 is Tio, Kaori and Yue's, Shizuku's and Shizuku's.
Yeah, I think I reached that point. I think. Yeah.
I think Koki has an arc.
Oh my god.
I think that's where I left off. I think I left off on it was either Kaori and Yue's arc or Koki's arc. I don't remember. I'll just start from Kaori and Yue's because I remember Tio's arc. I remember Tio's arc.
I'll start from the Act 1 of After Story, or like basically the beginning.
I remember Abyss Gate like the back of my hand. Well, not the back of my hand, but I remember Abyss Gate pretty well. So After Story, like the first things in After Story. It's like morning at the Nagama house, downtown date.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
Bro, your mic just said nah.
Holy shit. Let me fix that.
As daughter of the Demon King.
Oh yeah, by the way, since we're getting season 3, I hope the author finally has the overlap, the publisher approve After Story light novel form. Please, I'm fucking hoping.
Light novel what?
Light novel version of After Stories.
Yes.
Because I need that.
I need it. Listen, Abyss Gate is a good 1 volume.
So, yeah, like.
After Abyss Gate is 1 volume, Tio's arc is another volume. You have Koki, probably a volume. As much as we would hate to see it, Koki's probably going to be a volume, multiple volumes at that.
Yeah.
Because there's multiple Koki arcs. Another Abyss Gate.
There's a lot of Abyss Gate and.
There's a lot of Abyss Gate.
Yeah. So basically, After Stories is split between our 3 new protagonists, and their each other's lives. I guess it overlaps sometimes, like what you see with Endo. Now I remember Endo and Hajime's stuff.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Koki is probably gonna be self-contained compared to the other
Koki is pretty self-contained, and I'm glad that he got his just desserts with his harem being yandere. I mean, this is confirmed. We already know this.
Mhm.
This is confirmed. Like this is not. We don't even have to read this. We know this.
But anyways, what do you think of the I think we never talk about the quality improvement of from season 1 to season 2, and we're now at season 3. Like it literally flipped on its head. Like
this is. I think this is mainly a studio thing.
Yeah, because like.
So with season 1, we got a studio that was relatively loose with their adaptation. Relatively
loose, more like ass.
Relatively loose, as in they skipped damn near an entire volume. Volume 2, I'm looking at you.
And basically,
I think the only thing from volume 2 that actually got like faithfully adapted was the fucking dungeon.
Yeah. And like how season 2 fucking redeemed itself, this entire series by
season 2 redeemed itself. Yeah,
Volume
the
5 and
entire
6.
series got redeemed. Volume 5 and 6. I'm kind of a little disappointed in Volume 5's adaptation, but they made up for it with Volume 6 highly. I wish Volume 5 had that moment of being branded as a heretic. I really wanted to see the moment of them being branded as heretics.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, hopefully,
because like that's such a story element.
Yeah,
that was meh.
But hopefully, like with season 3, they improve on the cut content.
Because it's just like I think that the moment of being branded as a heretic by the church in the novels is such sentimental, because it shows that even if Hajime is branded as enemy of the world, he has allies in the world.
Yep.
Because the residents of the town literally ganged up on the church and said, if he's branded as a heretic, then so fucking are we.
I love that part of Arifureta, those group moments. We're gonna have that with the Haulias, with volume 8 and stuff.
Yeah, no. We'll have with the Halios. Yep.
It's gonna be peak comedy, and peak fiction too.
Yep.
Also, can't wait for like what we said so many times. Can't wait for Shia to shine in anime form.
Can't wait Shia to shine. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I really want more moments that are defining of the story. You know, like, I'm fine with there being cut content. However, I don't want something cut. Because it seems not worth it.
Yeah.
Like because there are a lot of things within the light novel that are really, really good. So one thing that really shined with the transition between volume 5 and 6 in the anime is what was his name? The guard? The knight, like the knight captain.
I forgot.
I forgot his name, but that story of him trying to uncover the mystery going on in the kingdom before volume 6.
Yeah.
But then ultimately getting snuffed out by fucking God's servant himself. Is such an interesting thing. Like that was such a good build up for the anime to do.
And I hope volume 7, volume 8 will have a really good adaptation, because like from the looks of it, they're only doing 2 volumes per season, and if we're going if we get potentially a season 4, we can get 9 and 10, which is probably like my
9 and 10.
Probably like my favorite arc.
It's apart from one of the best arcs, with leaving off the cliffhanger for volume 11. I would assume volume 13 is the last in the season. This is a series, right?
Yeah.
I would assume season 5 would if we get this far. This isn't big if.
Yeah.
Season 4, volumes 9 and 10.
Yep.
Season 5,
11,
12, 13.
Yep. Even though they're probably gonna get.
However,
Yeah.
However, anecdote here.
Yeah.
The potential of getting volume 9, 10, and part of 11.
Yeah.
And leaving it as a cliffhanger.
Yeah, fair enough. So that would be...
Because if I'm not mistaken, volume 11, the first chapter is when everything changes.
Yeah.
And the rest of volume 11 is...
the start of that final arc.
Yeah, it's the start of the final arc.
Yeah.
So I would assume the cliffhanger. And could you imagine, instead of it being season 5, it's core 2?
Nah, I doubt that.
I highly doubt it. It's wishful thinking, but it'd be really cool. This is wishful thinking on my
Yeah.
end, by the way. That we would get volume 9, 10, and then the first chapter of 11.
Yeah, then final arc. Yeah, with season 5.
And then final arc.
Yeah. But...
Because I think it is a missed opportunity to set up. Like, I think it is a bad idea. Let's put it this way:
Yeah.
a bad idea to jump in a new season with volume 11.
yeah, that's true.
Like at the start, because chapter 1, I'm pretty sure I'm right about this, but volume 11, chapter 1 is when you know what happens.
Mhm.
So, and I would much rather that be an ending of season 4 than a start of season 5.
Yeah, because like if we're already
Because if we open season 5 with volume 11, it is likely that the first episode will be that.
Yeah.
And that is not good for a first episode.
yeah, because
It's good for shock value, I'll give it that. It's good for shock value, but
yeah, that's really fair. Because like I think they'll probably do that because if we're already getting if we have a season 4 by then, why not just adapt the rest? There's like 3 volumes left.
yeah. Unless season 4 anime original ending, that'd be fucking awful, but like,
Yeah.
it's
But I doubt that.
possible.
Yeah,
I doubt it. I doubt they would leave the story unfinished whenever it's at the climax of it.
so that's basically it for our Arifureta shit. Hopefully we get after stories in light novel version, and hopefully we get into the actual web novel version of the after stories. Fucking hell. We have been
Yeah, I hope so.
yeah.
I want light novel after stories. I want them.
Yep.
I want them. And I think we'll have to discuss with Nate about getting him on board for call about our Arifureta after stories.
Yeah. So shall we start with the main topic?
Yeah. Woo!
So
All right.
we were supposed to be doing this bi-weekly reactions,
But we
to-
got busy.
yeah, and we're gonna do the
We
entire
got busy.
we're gonna do the entire fucking thing today.
Yeah.
Day
Okay.
Live season 5. How do we
Stayed
feel?
Alive season 5.
How do you fucking feel?
All right.
guys?
Okay, I think overall as a season. Now I'm not going to rate this as harshly as I want to,
Mm.
because I'm looking at this from an anime only season 5 subjective. Like this is a subjective point of view.
Mm.
I think season 5 did pretty damn well
Mm.
by itself.
Yeah.
I think it's a good stand season. If comparing it to the light novel, there's a lot of hit and misses. There's a lot of things that are to be longed for.
Yeah.
But I think season 5 did well comparatively to other seasons.
Yeah.
As well. They had really high highs. The shock value was there,
Mhm.
and everything. It flowed well.
Yeah.
It did flow well.
Yeah.
I think it flowed well.
Especially with the meal.
If I were to give it a rating out of 10, I would say like 6 or 7.
Yeah. Probably my rating.
Like 6 or 7, somewhere between 6 and 7.5 would be my rating
I think-
of this season.
Probably a 7 for me.
But that's because that's not only my subjective, but that's also me comparing it to the light novel.
Yeah.
And at my rating as well.
Yeah. That's...
If I were to stand alone the season without the light novel, this would be an easy 8, easy 9,
Mhm.
even. Just as like a standalone from the light novel thing.
Yeah. But like As an adaptation, fucking say it, man.
As an adaptation, I am very disappointed. I do think there were some great adaptation things with this season.
Mm-hmm. But mostly yes.
But I also think there were some horribly adapted things with this season.
Yeah.
This season really suffered with the designs.
Yeah. Limited animation were resulting to like, man, I wish
it's like
I wish we had Sakuga, but all we got was fucking CGI and like a few moments that's like really well animated. Like
it really sucks that a lot of the season was CGI because a lot of the astral dresses, especially the reveal from Mio's astral dress and Rain's astral dress as two separate things until they combine and form.
I'm very disappointed.
I think it's just a disappointed. I'm just disappointed in it.
So like I think I can count the amount of things I fucking love about this season as an adaptation standpoint. Even though it's kind of decent to bad adaptation, I like how they adapted the entire Mio, Shinji, and Mana's story into like a single episode.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out. So I think the strongest episodes in this season are episodes 4, episode 6, and episode 8.
Yeah.
I think that's fair to say those are probably the strongest episodes this season.
Yeah.
Two of those, episode 4 and episode 6, are
flashback
episodes. Episode 4 is
Westcott's
Mio, Shinji, and Mana's story, and episode 6 is Westcott's story.
Yeah.
And actually, I think 6 is the weakest of that bunch as well, because I think the portrayal of them, or like the way they didn't, I think it would have been better left off scattered.
Yeah.
Specifically for Westcott's story. If they had scattered it throughout part of the story.
Yeah.
Like how it was done in the light novel. They didn't explain all of Westcott's story.
Yeah.
Right after Shido goes, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, because like with Westcott, it's like, I think like apart from Mio, like Westcott was like the final antagonist. Like he was supposed to be that, and I really like his story. That's why he's like comparable to Mio to me as an antagonist, even though Mio is like obviously like the better character overall. But like
so I think that the thing that's really good with Westcott's backstory is that it shows that he is a victim, but that he is still inherently evil, and that's a really good plot point.
Yeah,
that's a really good plot device in both the show that was adapted. I think they adapted the backstories really well.
Yeah.
They adapted the backstories of Mio, of them really well, and showing that Westcott, while trying to get revenge on what happened to his people, is also a sadistic,
twisted
evil, corrupted mind. He is quite literally a psychopath.
Yep. And I like how that
and it's
basically,
you can sympathize with him all you want, but he is evil. He is evil because he is evil, not because someone made him evil.
Yep. It's also,
he thrived off of pain and the discomfort of others.
Yeah.
Which was directly said in the anime as well. It wasn't like not word for word, but it was said in the anime that he enjoyed the pain and like despair of others.
And
so if you're thinking I'm lying, it's also in the light novels. Where the fuck do you think they got it from? That's episode 6 worked the least in my opinion. Like it didn't work as good as the other episodes that were really good this season because I would much rather the backstory of Westcott, Elliot, Ellen, and Karen to be spread out a little bit more. So you remember we had the almost flashback scene.
Yeah.
With Elliot and Ellen as children practicing, but that was like it didn't become a full flashback until episode 6.
Yeah.
And I think even then they could have cut the flashbacks in multiple points, where the final flashback, like right before, it would have been like as Westcott and them are like, or as Westcott's dying.
Yeah.
And the others are grieving over his death. They show a flashback to why Westcott started this crusade, basically.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a better payoff, in my mind.
Yeah, I like how this realized for us, like how in a linear.
And then it cuts back to them, and he goes, it cuts back to him, and then he goes, it was this easy, and then he dies.
Yeah,
like that would have been the payoff in my mind.
Yeah, I like how that the realization that we had, like we thought like this, ideally it would be linear. For both backstories with Westcott and Mio, but like it distinguishes it by the fact that with Mio it works better as a full linear flashback
episode.
Yeah.
So I think this is where the medium side of things come into play for the flashbacks. Westcott's and Elliot's and Ellen's and Karen's flashbacks, like that backstory, works better as it being split apart.
Yeah.
And this is where the medium comes into play with Mio's, Shinji's, and Mana's backstory. That, as an anime form, works like in media as a anime, works better as a single episode than it does being spread out.
Yeah.
Solely because of the way it flows. Now, if you are reading the light novel, you would not want, like, I think it is much better in the light novel to have it spread out. I don't want a chapter of backstory. So in I think it's volume 18.
Yep.
Volume 18 is, and also I think it's the best adapted of this season. Is volume 18. Without a doubt. Volume 18, after every main chapter, there was I think it was called the Fracture chapter or something like that. It was called a Fracture chapter. So it'd be like, so you'd have chapter 1, and it would be of like Shido and like present time, and then after chapter 1, it would be Fracture chapter 1, telling partial backstory of Mio and Shinji and Mana. And then chapter 2 would happen, and then Fracture chapter 2 with Mio, Shinji, and Mana, and then at the end, before. I think before Zafkiel. I think it's before Zafkiel. Was the last Fracture chapter, and then it was the chapter of the cliffhanger.
Yeah. Man, I remember reading that for the first time has me shook to my phone.
By the way, can I just say, I think Zafkiel was handled wrong.
Why do you think so?
So in my mind, the picture, I never imagined him screaming.
I actually imagined him screaming.
I didn't imagine him screaming. So I'm gonna pull up a picture.
No, look at volume 18. I'm pretty sure it was a long ass Saf kill.
Yeah, no. That's the thing. So in the anime, he goes Zafkiel Vav, and then screams like like he's about to go fucking Super Saiyan.
Yeah. I like how with the anime they specifically mentioned the fucking bullet, and with I think with the light novels they just said Zafkiel. They didn't screaming.
I don't know if it was screaming or not though.
Pretty sure it was. Like that's what I remember.
Hold on.
Can you check? Or I'm fucking bullshit.
So hold on. If I can get this picture to you.
Yeah.
So that picture.
Yep.
right there.
Like here's like a side-by-side comparison. So like something like that.
Bro had to fucking scream to pull the trigger. That's not what I imagined.
Does it?
So whenever I looked at this, the picture itself, if I'm going off of light novel, I'm going to pull it up as well. I'm going to pull up the light novel just so I can justify myself. I don't need to justify myself. I just want to.
Yeah.
So this image is not colorized. Oh, he does scream.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
See what I fucking told you, bro.
I'm wrong anyway. Doesn't matter. But my point
Yeah.
is I imagined this line here being said. I imagined him saying Zafkiel
Yeah.
very loudly here.
Yeah. That was what I'm saying.
No. He said Zafkiel, the bullet appears, and then he pulls it to his temple, and then he just goes, scream. Which, fair enough, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But, like, I think it's the way it's presented in the volume that makes me think that it's this right here that is said.
Yeah.
Instead of fucking just screaming.
Mm-hmm. But still,
I don't know. I guess I just ignored this. I never realized that.
Yeah. So like, I like how Volume 18 was adapted. Like what you said, definitely the best,
Volume 18 was the best one.
best adapted, and like Episode 8, like what you said, it's like the best adapted episode, I think. In terms of adaptation wise, because like we go from the thing with Toka's with Toka and Tenka. I'm fucking saying that shit because
Unnamed. Yeah, I mean it's unnamed, but they will be if we get another volume. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if we're gonna get another season.
Yeah.
So it's fine anyway.
yeah, with Toka and Tenka right there, and we're going with the
Yeah, I think
we're going with the fight between Tokash and Shido versus Mio. Then eventually Kurumi shows up.
Mhm.
Then we get the Shido moment, and
this was a stacked up.
yeah, this moment.
This episode was amazing alone. Like this, I think episode 8 is probably the strongest.
Yeah,
This entire season has to offer. It's probably the strongest episode.
yeah, and
I don't know why.
And-
I don't know why it felt off to have Shido just screaming like he's gonna Kamehameha.
I mean,
Even though it's in the light novel, I was proven wrong by the light novel itself.
also,
It just felt so off to me. I don't know why.
Also, you fucking nailed the prediction, man. Because like you said, the cliffhanger will be the asking Rene on a date. You fucking got that shit right.
And I got it right. Yeah,
And
I did get it right. I predicted that.
and fucking
Because I think it is a unless they were going to go with Zafkiel as the cliffhanger, and then the next episode is asking Rain on a date, and then title sequence. That would also be viable.
yeah. Also,
But I like the cliffhanger being on Rain asking for a date because then that leaves people in suspense for an entire week.
yeah, like holy shit, they really just did that. You got that fucking shit right. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I called it.
Yeah. So, can we stop talking about?
Hold on, did I not also call that they would put the entire Mio flashback in one episode? I'm pretty sure I said that.
I have no fucking idea. I do remember you fucking predicting this shit though.
I don't. Yeah. Yep. Mhm.
So, in regards to fucking the good, we should get to the bad and okay.
Okay, so I have the great. I'm gonna go with my great first. My greats for this season are scenes with Mio.
Mhm.
The scenes with Mio, I think, were probably the most focused on this season.
Yeah.
Even if the art was roughly bad,
Mhm.
scenes with Mio and Rain and everything were really good
Mhm.
this season.
Definitely.
I think there's only one that's par. That's not good. We'll get into that later with the ugly. And that's really all that I have for great. Is the scenes with Mio.
To be fair.
Yeah, I think that's what they focused on. I think that's really what they focused on this season. Which, valid to them, it's what I wanted them to focus on.
Yeah,
is
it's Mio.
Getting Mio's story across. Because this is, as our Chad author wrote, this Date Alive is the love story. It's a love story of Mio Takemiya.
Yeah. How about the good?
Moving on. Okay, the good. I think I listed my good things this episode. Episode 4, 6, and 8. Episode 4, I wrote in my notes, it was best done that way for the medium with the flashback. Episode 6, it didn't work as good in my opinion compared to episode 4, but it was still a good episode. I think it was still a very strong episode.
Yeah.
And then episode 8 is probably the strongest episode we have this season.
Adaptation, obviously.
With a very, very based adaptation, for one. And amazing amazing focus on the fight between Shido, Kurumi, and Toka versus Mio. I think that that's really good. And then the portrayal of Ain. Holy fuck, the portrayal of Ain this episode. Even if we didn't get the eye happening, like Ain was still portrayed really well here in this episode.
Yeah. And are you done with your good?
I have 2 more. So the cliffhangers this season, I think were all amazing. I think they nailed the cliffhangers.
Yeah.
Regardless of how the adaptation went, I think they nailed the cliffhangers.
Definitely.
Like episode to episode was a cliffhanger after cliffhanger after cliffhanger.
Yeah, to be fair.
And I think they nailed it.
Yeah, to be fair, like volume 17 to 19 were like roller coasters to fucking read. So I like how they did the cliffhangers in this anime.
Yeah. I think they nailed the cliffhangers for this season. And the last thing I have is the emotion. The emotion of this season from the characters. I think this season, adaptation-wise, was saved by how the voice actors were able to portray the characters.
Yeah, exactly.
If the performances were not done well, this season would fall flat. Yeah. Even with how good of an adaptation episode 8 was and episode 4 was.
Yeah. Because like I like how that moves on to my fucking good points. The audio of this anime.
Oh yeah, God.
Because voice acting. Like we get the fucking all-star cast being at their fucking best.
Yeah.
And like especially like episode 8 with Shido and all that, like it's so fucking cool seeing this animated with his with like the soft kill, with the emotional moments where it just builds up to the fucking fight, like how he did the Kamehameha and how he fucking confronts Westcott like a fucking man and all that. It's really fucking good. Though it's probably just I fucking love Shimasaki Nobunaga's voice acting work. He really fucking knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, they knocked it. They really did good.
And another thing would be music. Go Sakabe fucking making bangers after bangers for years now.
Just straight bangers.
I want to fucking buy the soundtrack. And I want to.
I would.
I want to fucking get the. You know that fucking one. That one uploader for Day Life OSTs. I need that motherfucker to get those season 5 soundtracks uploaded to fucking YouTube ASAP because I fucking need that shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And OP and ED, what do you think of it?
Opening, I think, was amazing.
Mm-hmm. Probably like I would say.
I think regardless of what people said about the opening and ending spoiling stuff, it didn't really spoil stuff. Like, I don't think it did.
Yeah.
I really don't think it did.
Not pretty much.
Like, I think it's more of a teaser than anything. I think people complaining about the opening and ending spoiling stuff need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Paradox, I think, was that the song for this season? Was Paradox?
Paradoxes, I think.
Paradoxes.
Yeah.
That was an amazing song. I loved the opening itself was very emotional to me.
Yeah.
And I liked it. And the ending, I don't think I listened to the ending all the way through once this season. But I think the ending itself, just like the visuals of the ending, which I did see all of them, was, oh my god. Because I was like watching episode 12. We'll get to episode 12 in a bit. It's not. It's in my ugly section, and it's in there for a reason.
I like with the ED right there. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah. It really is. This is very beautiful.
It's like, remember like the fucking line where it says like the one thing that they didn't fucking do. That's so fucking. This AD is like the like, I guess would you say like the fucking magical the magic of their life, also mixing the tragedy to it after like this.
Yeah, I really do. I think it is.
Yeah.
I think the ending is
a
really good. I think
the best
ending portrays the tragedy. The ending is the tragedy of Mio Takamiya.
The ending is like the best one in the entire series, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yes, easily for me. Easily.
And for the OP, Paradoxes either top 4 or the bottom.
I don't know, honestly. I think out of all of them we've heard, it's not the best, but it's really good still. Like, it's no hate.
I think top 3 would be the ones by Sweet Arms, like this singer who did the band who did the ED.
Yeah.
Sad they don't do the opening anymore after season 3, because like seasons 1 to 3 OPs were just bangers. Season 4 and 5
bangers.
Season 4 and 5 is like good.
Listen,
but like,
we're gonna talk about the best part. The best part of episode 12 to me was the ending.
Yeah.
Like not like the actual story ending, but like the song, the end from the ending.
Yeah. So after glazing this adaptation, want to fucking say the bad?
Okay, so the bad. I think the pacing felt really off.
Definitely. Like, apart from what
I think I love Volume 18 was done perfectly in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think the pacing was so wish-washy with how they wanted to adapt this.
Yeah.
Because it like if I'm looking at episode count, Volume 18 started on what?
Started on like episode 4.
Episode 4? Episode 4 with the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Was Volume 18. And then Volume 18 ended on like 9, I think.
Episode 8.
8 at the end of episode 8.
Yeah.
That's 5 episodes of volume volume 9.
They sacrificed Volume 17 for this.
Rip Volume 17, dude. Rip volumes. I have it literally written in my notes, Rip Volume 17. Because they butchered Volume 17.
Exactly.
And I'm disappointed.
Like,
yeah.
I think
I'm gonna put it out there. So I said one of my good points was the emotion.
Mm-hmm.
One of my bad points is also the emotion.
Well, that's true.
So it's a little confusing. So by emotion and good, I'm saying the betrayal of the voice actors of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Now in bad for emotion, I think the facial expressions this season
animation
were
ass
subpar.
Yeah.
I think the animation and designs for this season to show and express the emotions weren't just not good.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
I think the shock factor of the spirits like dying and everything, I just don't think it was it. It didn't fit.
Like, I think I said this to you. I either said this to you or to another person or another mutual. But like, when I was watching the episode where they were dying, I was fucking being sadistic about it. Like, I
Yeah.
like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't set right. And volume 19 or volume 18, the best volume even with like the subpar animation. It's just the animation really let down this season.
Yeah.
Like, as good as the visuals were, like there were a lot of good visuals. I just think that the animation quality was a very large downgrade from last season.
Definitely. Fucking hate Kadokawa for this. Holy
And
shit.
it really affected. I think it really affected the emotional impact of certain scenes.
Like, for me, like the only thing that's actually perfect was like the Shido scene with SpiChro, because it has good animation.
That's a 1-to-1 adaptation. I think episode 8 is like a 1-to-1 adaptation almost.
Yeah, but in terms of like a single scene,
It's like maybe 1-to-1. I think it's like 1-to-1.15 if I were to take a gander.
Yeah, it's like, but like the encompasses of the best scene in this season is like the SpiChro scene, because I get like the animation. You saw that animation; it's really good. Along with the voice acting,
it's really good.
And the music. It's like literally encompasses the best.
Despite my false claims of Zeph Kiel's scene, which I'm still a little disappointed in myself about that for misremembering. I'm gonna blame it on the way it was presented, but nope, it's my fault for misremembering. Anyways, it is easily the best adapted episode this season.
Yeah.
And I think that this was the moment that they spent most of their money on.
Yeah.
That's my bad. You got what's your bad.
Yeah. So I basically have the same issues. Like adaptation wise, the pacing's bad. Volume 17. Volume 17, the only fucking good scene in Volume 17 is the ones with Shido kissing Nibarko. Unironically.
Mio kissing who?
Shido kissing Nibarko.
I didn't hear you. Sorry. Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah, but that's like the best.
Those scenes were very funny.
I had been.
There is one standalone moment. There is one standalone moment in my ugly section that sort of redeems it a little bit. But we'll get to that in a bit.
All right. So another one would be even though it's subtle, but there's fucking censorship in there. What do you think?
There is. I don't think it matters as much.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
I don't think the censorship aspect of like, because their Sephira crystals have gone. That means like they're not in their astral dress. They're naked. I don't think they are naked. I think they are in their everyday clothing.
Yeah.
Whenever I read that, when I read those scenes initially,
fair enough.
I thought that they were in their everyday clothing.
Yeah.
After, like before they got into their astral dresses.
Yeah, but like I think the most disappointing thing for my horny ass to fucking be disappointed about, they debuff Ray.
They debuffed Rain, which is like crazy. I didn't really care about it. I think it's just another interesting thing.
Yeah.
Which they did debuff Rain. They did debuff her. Sag.
But yeah.
This is more of Sag than actually being bad. It's just a censorship this season. I didn't really care about. I didn't see much see much bad done with censorship.
Yeah. Though I do think that's like the only thing that's on my bad list. So you can move on to your ugly.
The debuff of bad. of Rain. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I think this season absolutely failed at. Ein. What the fuck were those Ein scenes? Aside from episode 8, Ain was done horribly.
Yeah. Man.
And this gets into part of my thing with episode 12.
Mhm.
But Ain was done so fucking badly.
Yeah. So fucking.
The scene between Mio and Westcott
Mm-hmm.
was not anywhere near how I imagined it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
And I'll get into episode 12 in a second.
Mhm.
But Ain, like that's just part of my gripes with episode 11, or with episode 12.
Mm-hmm.
The cocoon, the portrayal of the cocoon, which was how it was described in the light novel, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
it was described as a sort of cocoon.
Yeah.
Why does it just look like a giant energy ball?
I was literally thinking the same thing. What?
It's like I saw it and I was like, the fuck is this? Like ball of life happening bullshit here. Because the way it was described in the light novel was a cocoon. It was an oval-shaped cocoon portal like thing. It was like a portal more so than a giant energy ball of a dimension in a realm.
Yeah.
And I just looked at that and I was like, that just looks bad.
Yeah.
It really just looks bad. Like it's not even like they just fucking suck.
Yeah. And one more thing. I hate the cocoon as much as I hate the fucking what happens in it for the anime. Holy
I
fuck.
was going to get that. It is also my ugly. Is the dream, or I call it the dream. But I guess it would be better titled as Paradise or something like that. The scene, or Paradox. Paradise would also work. The paradoxical paradise would be like probably the most fitting thing.
Yeah.
The whole cocoon inside the cocoon of Mio, Rain, Shinji, and Shido. What the fuck was that? What was that?
Yeah.
What I was so shocked at how bad it was. Now,
too,
don't get me wrong. The things they adapted, like the important scene, the big important scene and the reveal of Mio creating Shido to kill her, that still hit. And that still was good.
Carried by voice acting.
Like that, I won't. It was carried by voice acting and it was carried by the emotionality of the scene itself. However, I think the build up to that was just awful. It was just bad.
Yeah.
I mean, where's our characters having lighthearted fun? Like,
where's that scene?
I get they had that beach.
Yeah.
Where is the scene of the cooking competition?
Exactly.
Where is my cooking competition?
Oh.
Where is that? Where is that scene for one? Another gripe is what was the entire thing with, I think it was volume 19's cover, like one of the illustrations of them walking on the beach.
Oh yeah.
That was so bad. They were so far apart, like they were strangers to each other.
Yeah.
Why were they so far apart?
Like with the novels, but can you fucking pull up the goddamn picture? Because
Yeah, I can do it.
with the novels, that scene, they were close for a reason. They were close because of that one fucking line from, I think it was Rene, where she said, it's like we're looking at a mirror. Mirroring both her and Mio and Shido with Shinji. What the
You wanna
fuck
go live?
is that
So
scene?
this is just an illustrations.
Yeah. That scene right there. That shit. What the fuck?
This. Why were they were like on opposite ends of the screen.
Yeah. And look at them
Like
here.
what was with this scene? They are right next to each other here.
Yeah.
I don't know what the producers and like artists were cooking with this scene, but they burnt that shit.
They did that shit dirty, man.
They burnt that shit. I mean, honestly. Also, Rain's astral dress debuffed.
Debuff.
They got a debuff. They were debuffed. Also, but other than that, other than the debuff, it was a really beautiful dress.
Yeah.
I do think they did very well with the design.
Yeah, that shot with her in the sunset, that was beautiful.
This scene was good. I think this scene was good.
Man, I'd argue this.
I think it was good comparatively. Think of it comparatively. Probably the highlight of this volume.
They fucking cut
honestly.
the entire fucking budget into Kurumi. Let's be fucking real with this shit. She's a fucking cash grab.
She's the cash grab. But I think I'm being realistic when I say that this scene with Kurumi and Raziel, like Kurumi obtaining Raziel and everything, I think this was the highlight of Volume 19 as a whole. And
I know fucking Kurumi fans are fucking nothing to her fucking moaning and shit during that.
Alright, let's get into the ugly. Like the real fucking ugly. Let's pass the dream. I think we've spoken about the dream, about how it was just built up horribly.
Definitely.
Episode 12
ass
was the biggest disappointment in adaptation that I think I've ever seen. The only thing that raises episode 12 is the music. And like the choice of music and themes here.
Where is that? Yeah. The audio fucking carries the show
the audio carried this season
to a fucking degree.
So I am going to highlight the battle, like for the reason of my inherent dislike of episode 12 is the battle between Isaac Westcott and Mio. Can you go to the episode? Can you go to episode 12 real quick? Them ad rolls go crazy, huh? This, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, this thing.
What is this? This is not how it happened. I'm gonna be real. Unless I'm pretty sure this was not ever in the light novel. Like this fight itself was, but I don't remember it going this way. Am I crazy to think that?
No, you're
Let me just
like, what the fuck was happening?
Hold on. No. We're gonna confirm this shit. Volume 19. Here we go. Volume 19 PDF. This fucker about to get pulled up. All the way down to the last few pages. So I am going to go live as well. I'm going to go live. You can show this on screen in the thing if you want to. Or you can just show a screenshot of the thing. The thing with this scene. Mio and Isaac Westcott are already like staring each other down here. They're already like almost staring each other down. See, because like darkness gathers in front of Westcott for him to save from the sheet. The fuck? See, this was just badly. Look at her. Hold on. Just look at her disappear into this black cloud. This never happens. Never happens. Never happens. Alright, pause. Okay, so. Yep. Here we go. Yep, darkness gathered in front of Westcott. Westcott has now formed. Westcott is like using his powers here for a bit. And it's just like, it is something else right here. you are watching the scene. And it's just like this. I think it's this part right here. It's this right here where they are conversing like they did in the anime. But then it's whenever he grasps to go, she's not moving. She's standing still. Like she's staring Westcott down. The reason why whenever Shido reached out is because Einsoft were pulling Shido back, not Mio going forward. This is supposed to be a scene of... yes, it is still a scene of Mio protecting everybody. However, it is the portrayal of this scene of Mio disappearing and the message that conveys versus the message that Mio is dragging Shido away from the conflict rather than fate. Like, it is bad. It is bad. And right here, like, yes, there is a sensor of swirling flow of mana. However, they do not, like, she does not disappear into the swirling thing of mana. Just gets farther, literally, as Shido towards the night sky that is fully obscured by Einsoft screamed that name. As she got further and further away. At least they got that right. They got that acting right, but Mio's not going into the mana. She's already there. Like, everybody was already in the mana.
Yeah.
Mio was pulling Shido out of it. So what is this bullshit of Mio going into it? And then here, and then this is probably the worst part, and in my eyes, is this scene. Kimethiel versus Ein is probably the worst thing that happened. This, because they could have just shown this still. Like, let's go here.
Alright.
I'm gonna be real.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Like, what is this? What is this? Like, what is this? This isn't some Kamehameha bullshit. This is like defies the laws of everything. Everything within that monosphere got erased instantly.
Yep.
It was not gradual. It was literally look at this. I'm going to the moment after the forces of void and void collided against each other. Her body began melting into the world.
Which
neither pain nor fear, but she did not, and the last and most powerful angel collided with the demon king that possessed equivalent power. The users would definitely not be safe, but she did not regret. If Mio did not activate it in time, Shido and the spirits would be swept into the power and surely die. On the contrary, it would be no surprise if the explosion larger than the original the spatial quake happened. And she could not bear it to see people die before her eyes once again. And in this, these are like milliseconds of time as they are both dying from the void and void clashing against each other. She is saying, "I'm sorry because I will not make it out of this alive." And it was just... And at that moment, and it was at the moment of her dying and being melted into the world that Shin comes.
At least
and
I think they got that right.
I think this part was fine. Yeah. But it was the build up to this was bad.
Yeah.
And this was okay at the very least. This scene was okay.
Oh yeah, let me check. This is
with the end with them grieving.
Already got.
Yeah. Also, hold on. Let me look at this real quick. This is as Westcott is dying. This would have been a perfect time to show this because he literally memories of his childhood when his mother was placed buried in a coffin from mother's perspective, sensation of everyone's gaze gathering for the funeral, Ellen was crying, Karen looking down, different shades, there was madness, sadness, mourning filled with despair, look of his friends and the fact that he was the one who molded these facial expressions, the fact that he was the center of this despair. For Westcott, it was comfortable and irresistible. This right here would have been the perfect time to show why he is the way he is. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess it's not is the way he is, but it's like that he always was evil. He killed his mother.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think the part with Shin was done really well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to this right here. What the fuck was that ending? What? How could they not do this?
I think they were like
okay, now I think they were hinting at it with the ending of the the rollback that was happening at the credits. I think they were hinting at it. However, not seeing this scene right here of grabbing Mio's crystal is such a fucking disappointment.
Mm-hmm. Because that would lead to Toka World.
But I'm disappointed that it directly leads to Toka World.
Mm-hmm.
Because they should not be doing another season that goes after what is it, like it's right there at the end with the Sapphire crystal. Mm-hmm. If we do not see Toka grabbing,
mm-hmm.
It is already cut. That scene is already cut.
Yeah.
You can't take that shit back. They just black out and this. Like, that is so bad. If you want to do a season 6, you have to show Toka grabbing that Sapphire crystal.
Yeah, well, I think
and it has to be a cliffhanger.
Yeah, because if they plan to do a season 6, they would fucking first
anime only. It's an anime original ending. Anime original ending. That's all I gotta say.
To be fair, season 3.
And I'm just.
To be fair, if we're talking about like quote unquote
we
anime
had the
original
same
ending,
problem with episode 12.
Yeah, the same problem with episode 12.
Season 3, episode 12.
Yeah, that shit could also be considered an anime and original anime ending. But we got season 4.
An original anime. Yeah.
Even though we fucking removed.
But they fixed it. They sort of fixed season 4 with Nia, because the entire thing you can sure as hell try.
Uh-huh.
But you cannot expect me to believe that there will be a season 6 with Toka World, Toka, what Good End, and then whatever the volume 20 is called, or 21. So I think it is incredibly disingenuous to ask me to believe in a season 6 in which they cliffhanger season 5 on Toka grabbing Mio Sapphire Crystal.
Yeah.
It is just it's not. There's no point in it to me.
Yeah, because
it just doesn't make sense.
I think my speculation on this, like based on the information, like how the company that's funding this anime is now bankrupt. Not surprising. We have the Day Life Curse for a reason. Before this, with the studio bankrupts and all that. But every time they end it Like with season 3, like we thought we would never have another season after that horrible shit. So they ended with an anime original. Then they fixed it with season 4. I would argue if we had the season 6 with Day Alive in the future,
They can't fix it.
I think they can.
They can't. It's not possible.
It's possible if they
They can try. They can try.
They can.
If they just never show the scene. Just never show the scene of Toka picking it up.
I think they would show that scene.
Never show the scene of Toka.
No. They would fix that by showing that scene continuing and then Toka grabbing that shit in the very first scene of that season 6.
That still messes it up in me because it's supposed to be a cliffhanger for a reason.
Yeah, but they gotta fix it somehow because they're adapting Toka World, for God's sake.
I don't know. I just don't think it's possible. And it's a different story, obviously, because it's like this is assuming that we're going to season 6.
I know that.
And the ending of episode 12 kind of hints at Toka World with I'm guessing that was Sawa. I'm pretty sure that was Sawa in
Wait.
in the
Hold on.
in the ending there, the rolling credits. If that was not Sawa, we didn't see her face.
Like it says, oh,
That. Like, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know if that's Sawa or not.
Yeah, like
Because people are saying it is, but I can't. Yeah, there's not enough information there for me to gather, just based on because it's a back-looking character, and there are a lot of characters.
To be fair,
brown
Sawa
hair.
is like also brown haired. Like you see that in the season 4.
What?
That was season 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Kurumi's backstory.
Yeah. Yeah, season 4. We see Sawa in season 4. However, I just don't think there's enough here to say that this is Sawa. Maybe. It's a definite maybe.
Nah, I think it's actually true.
Yeah, if I'm looking at it from the backside, I think that those are braids.
Yeah.
On her hair right there.
Yeah.
So I think the possibility of this being Sawa is very high.
Mm-hmm.
And if this is true, then this is a direct tease to volume 20.
Yeah.
But I don't see us getting a volume 20.
Yeah.
Or I just don't see us getting a season 6.
Yeah.
Only because I think I'm saying this because the entire cast and crew of Data Live signed a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Signed like in screen.
Mm-hmm.
Not it wasn't on the episode, but it was shown on Twitter. It was like going around Twitter.
Let me fucking check that.
With it.
Yeah, let me check that too. But yeah,
But yeah, I don't see us getting a season 6.
yeah, that's very fair, to be honest.
I would love a season 6. Don't get me wrong, I would love one. But I still think volume 20 would be fucked. Like I don't care what they do with volume 21 and 22. I just think volume 20 is gonna get fucked either way.
Yeah,
Because of this ending.
If we had another fucking change in studios, I would hope that studio would fucking do that shit justice. For if we had a season 6.
I hope they can.
Because like that shit was pure.
They get Crunchyroll. They get Crunchyroll to help edit episode 12 with Toka grabbing it. That'd be really funny, by the way. That would be incredibly funny.
Yeah. No. Oh, I thought you were fucking. No, I think it means like this doesn't really mean like it's the end of the anime, because usually when these things are showed up, they're usually as a congratulatory note for like, wow, the season ended, finished airing, by something like that. It's not really like an indication for
it felt like a send off. It felt like a send off to me for some reason. I haven't seen it with any prior seasons.
No, it really fucking is. It's very common.
I met with Data Live specifically. I hadn't seen this
Yeah.
with the other seasons.
Yeah. So is that
I would be I will leave it up to I will be pleasantly surprised with a season 6.
Yeah, because like we only have 3 volumes left. 21, 20, 21,
Yeah.
22.
3 volumes.
3 volumes.
Yeah, how bad could they mess up the backstories realistically?
Yeah.
Okay, so now the highlight of episode 12, the ending. Now, I think that the rolling credits scene is fine. I think it's pretty fine. I think it's a good rolling credits scene. However, can you start the rolling credits from the beginning of the rolling credits?
Okay.
I just want you to play. I just want you to hit play and listen. Just listen.
Mm-hmm.
俺も今来たとこだよ
Was this in volume 20, by the way?
I don't remember.
Yeah, paradoxes.
Very good. Just listening, I think that pause was fucking incredible.
Mm.
Like, that pause in music was really good, and I really appreciate that pause in music there. Now, there was another point, I don't remember when in this episode it was, but I do remember distinctly in episode 12, that Date Alive, the season 1 opening,
Oh,
was played in piano form.
let me fucking check that. Ah, yes, this.
This, wait, is this
Yep.
this?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's this.
Yeah. Like,
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I heard it. Yeah, hold on. Keep playing.
yeah. This was the one. Yeah, this is the piano version of the Day Life OP.
Yeah.
The first one. Dun, 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 dun. Dead or alive.
Yeah, literally.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
This
dun.
is such good.
Dun, 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 dun. They shortened it.
They did a little bit.
Yeah.
They shortened it, but I still loved it. Like, it was really good. That, like, I think they had musical genius work on this.
Go suck a baby, man. You really go.
I was right.
Yeah.
I was right for once this episode. Let's fucking go.
Yeah,
I got my revenge.
yeah.
I got my revenge for being wrong on Zafkiel.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Literally exactly the same, except for the cut. But yeah, I think that was the strongest point. I think that was easily the strongest point this episode to me.
Yeah, we both remembering stuff where we gotta fucking just put it there from the very beginning.
Yeah.
So
I knew it was somewhere towards the end, I just didn't know where.
yeah, can't wait for.
Okay.
Would we see?
Yeah, I think that's
That's
honestly it for my points. Like this season in general.
yeah. It was pretty decent.
I don't have much to comment on because Odegami is still a queen. Let's go.
At least for you, they already butchered her adaptation, her arc. So not much anything to add.
Yeah, that's yeah. Not much to add.
Yeah.
I mean, they already fucked up some of the scenes with Origami this season. I didn't really care much for anyway. So
Yeah.
I was still mad that they butchered my girl. They butchered her. They really did. But oh well, it happens.
And I go. Well,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, I think that's honestly it for today's. That's it for today, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, next time
Spirit Chronicles.
we can try to get Nate
Yeah.
on
Go
for an
on.
Arifureta
Go
discussion.
fucking.
No Nate. And I think the next time we'll really be talking is with either Spirit Chronicles information, Arifureta stuff, or Tenshi-sama stuff.
Yeah. But
It's one of those three.
though I would say we can get an episode sooner because there's literally a volume we haven't fucking read yet.
For which one?
Spirit Chronicles. Volume 24.
Oh yeah, the light novel of 24.
Yeah. We already got the full fucking book. Not the summary, the full fucking book.
I forgot about that. Yeah, we did. Okay, I have to get that.
So,
Yeah, so you might have
that's-
another episode sooner.
fucking hell, we analyzed this shit.
Yeah, we broke in a nerd voice. We broke down the exactations of Data Live. No,
Oh.
never again.
We already,
Never again.
yeah. Shit. That took 2 hours.
Yeah, we're done almost. Pretty much done. All right.
Yeah,
So until next time.
Yeah, until next time, guys.
Yeah.